That's why I'm afraid of pilot cars. That's why I'm afraid of pilot cars. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to American Truck Simulator. We're on multiplayer again. And today, we are taking, I believe it's a pressure tank, from Winnemucca to somewhere else that I've forgotten. Are we taking it from here? This do-see-do guy seems to... Oh, he's apparently just parked in there. Where are we doing? It is marked on the world map. Yeah, it must be here. Okay. So we enter freight market so that we don't have speed limits. Yeah, to Fresno. We're taking fireworks. For some reason I thought it was a pressure tank. It's parked up over there to the right. So let's get this on the move. Now, for those of you who watched the episode 1.5, as I called it, of the multiplayer yesterday, I know there were many questions about how on earth we managed to get the bales where they were in Farm Sim. And I'm happy to say those questions will be answered in good time. Actually, in episode 2. I let Simulate explain himself because he's the one who caused the entire problem in the first place. So, those questions will be answered whenever I can get episode 2 edited and out to you guys. And episode 1 was a RainbowDave exclusive because Simulate accidentally deleted the footage. So, let's get ready to rumble. And if you didn't already guess, I'm getting a bit more used to the track hat and how that works. I got the truck stuck. I've got the truck stuck. Right. Come on. Oh, for the love of... This guy do-see-do is probably just watching and laughing if he's not AFK, which he may well be. Just gonna go for it. He wasn't AFK. Oh dear. Why is he suddenly following me? That's mildly concerning. I'm wondering it can't be somebody who... I didn't announce that I'm recording this. So it can't be somebody who, like, follows me or anything. So this is just some completely random person. I broke the red light. Whoops. That was my bad, but I don't trust this do-see-do person. They were clearly waiting for somebody to come out of there and stalk them to kill them or something. I kinda wish that I didn't put the big sun visor on, being honest, because I do have to, like, scrunch my neck up properly to be able to see what's going on. It's not very comfortable. I mean, it's only really a problem at red lights, but at the same time it's an inconvenience I'd rather not have. So because we're doing an actual freight market job as opposed to a World of Trucks job, we've got no speed limit. The speed limit is as fast as the truck can go, and that means that we can actually adhere to whatever speed limit is posted. I think my tracker is slightly off. It was slightly off. So all we need to do now is just rock it. Just get moving and keep moving. Speed limit around here is 65, so 64, 65. We'll hit cruise control on, turn on our driving lights. Speed limit's 80, okay. Seems quite dark. What time is it? 7:03. Why do I always end up recording at night? Like seriously, I always end up and it's like coming up to nighttime on the server. I can tell you in real life it is 5 minutes past 9. I'm gonna pull in here for a nice little screenshot. Get this thing ready to go. And what we'll do is we'll turn off all the lights. Like that, and go into photo mode. Because so far, I have only ever had screenshots with all the lights on because it's been nighttime. So let's get one that makes the truck look reasonably good. Let's elevate a bit. So something like... and this is genuinely me trying to frame it nicely, so something like that is pretty cool, so let's capture that. We can move on now. Get the lights on. And we'll pull away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just leave the hazards on for now. I just get a bit of speed up because I don't want to be going dangerously slow. Now I'm gonna pull out real quick. There we go. So just so if anybody, I probably should have pulled out slower than that, just so that anybody could have reacted in time, or that I could have reacted in time, but it's a bit late for that now. 7 high. We're going to use the both gear ranges today, especially the higher gears, because there is a bit of a gap at the top end, and all I need to do is get this thing up to 80 somehow. Now, it is fairly full with fireworks, which I don't think I'd trust me with fireworks. Would you guys trust me with fireworks? 65 limit. 61, 62, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Just hit cruise control and we will roll the truck along. There's 234 other people on the server, I believe, was what it said today. And as usual, I'm on Europe 2. So, presumably if you hang about on the Europe 2 server for long enough, you'll eventually bump into me when I'm not streaming, or when I'm recording. And I tend to record about 9 o'clock, so if you're on at about that time, your chances of bumping into me are increased. Although don't actually bump into me, you can like take a detour and follow me about for a bit. I don't mind that. I'll get a bit nervous. But I don't mind it too much, especially if I can see like a pink dot. I'll start beeping like a madman. And how are we doing in the mirrors? We're a bit to the left of this lane. That looks better. So I am using the nose mirrors on this thing, or on my Kenworth, which are mainly aesthetic. They're just for looks, but I do use them. Especially when I'm checking if I'm in the correct lane. If I'm fully in lane, if I'm kind of central to the lane. I must be passing into California now. You have left the city. The immediate 65 limit. Okay. Now I know that the speed limits aren't rigidly enforced in Truckers MP, but I do like abiding by them because, I mean, what's the point of coming on to the multiplayer version of a simulator and then just completely ignoring traffic rules? There seems to be some sort of kerfuffle going on topside. Hopefully that's topside. It's on a... would appear to just be some random people. I'm speeding. Didn't actually notice I was speeding there. 64, 65, there we go. Of course, as soon as I get it up to 65, the speed limit changes to 80. Such is my luck. Now can I get pulled into the way station behind the fuel here, are we? Oh god, a pilot car. I am afraid. That's why I'm afraid of pilot cars. That's why I'm afraid of pilot cars. What the actual hell was going on there? All my complaints about, you know, oh, I don't trust pilot cars. That's why. Because they will just do completely random stuff, and normally, I'm not saying this goes for everybody who drives a pilot car, so if your primary mode of transport in multiplayer is a pilot car, this isn't directly aimed at you. By and large, they're the worst drivers on the server because they just kind of ignore a lot of the rules. And they don't know how to control the cars because they perform like trucks with mega souped up engines. So whenever I see one, I just suddenly become extra cautious. And it did look like those two were trying to cause an accident. Now, what I might do is I might report them because that was, especially the guy that was literally driving in the wrong lane. He was literally coming down the wrong way of a motorway at like 100 miles an hour. That's just dumb. That's just dumb, and I swear I could see beacons there for a second. Do not trust pilot cars, ever. That is, like, if I had to give somebody just one piece of advice for ATSMP, it is to not ever trust a pilot car driver. Unless you know them, don't trust them. Like, if you see me driving a pilot car, don't trust me. I have never driven them and I don't really plan to, so if you see me driving a pilot car, you should be surprised and very afraid. And if I can prove myself in the pilot car, then you can be confident around me. I may do like a stream in a pilot car someday. I mean, I got money to burn, so I might just buy another garage and get a pilot car for myself. Be kind of fun, I think. So we're in California now, which means this is our new top speed of 55 miles an hour. and I need to be very wary of pilot cars because they just don't abide by the limits. Some trucks don't either, and that's kind of fine by me in a way because by and large the truck drivers actually know what they're doing. Again, in my experience, the truck drivers are usually the least of the problems. When I see some problem, there's 9 times out of 10 there's a pilot car somewhere nearby. Including a couple of pilot cars like the guy earlier who, like, passed me at an insane rate of speed, and then moments later I'll pass them and they're wedged in a wall or upside down in the middle of the road. I did actually pass a pilot car 2 weeks ago. He was legitimately, like, properly upside down in the middle of an off-ramp because he'd managed to flip it. This was after he passed me at just an insane rate of speed. I'm going to be pulling off here, so I need to start indicating as such and slowing down to... I'm going to try taking this at 40-ish. Nope. Nope. Too fast. Too fast. Too fast. My main concern is getting the truck around these things. I don't really care how fast I do it. I think we're getting... well, we're in California, which means we are somewhat close to Fresno. 55, there we go. I may or may not hide the truck. I'm literally at random before the streams I'm going to hide it. Just for a bit of fun for myself. And you guys can join me in progress. It's just a case of at the start of streams I do like getting myself situated and set up and confident with the truck. It does take a few minutes. So I am kind of cautious towards the start of streams, because that's when I'm most likely to have a huge accident, when I'm just kind of sitting down and starting up, because at the... oh, somebody's just logged in on the side of the road there. Top speed driver. That doesn't bode well for me, does it? That somebody's called themselves top speed. I'm worried, because in theory top speed man will be coming up behind me very quickly. Unless it's just a bit of a joke that he drives very cautiously, in which case I probably shouldn't be too afraid. But yeah, do not trust. So we're turning off into Stockton here for some reason, despite the delivery being to Fresno. So I just stop up here. Look both ways before you cross the street, kids. That is presumably top speed right behind me there. And I am terrified, because he is weaving something insane. I think he might be drunk. I think he might in fact be drunk, because he seems to be... is he legitimately right up on... he's right up on the back of my trailer. He's overtaking me. Despite the fact that I'm going at the speed limit, he is weaving something horrible. Don't ever try and take me on a drag race. I can accelerate something stupid. Then I reach the speed limit and I stop accelerating. Why is he indicating to the left? That's a wall, dude. He's still in... Does he realize his indicator's on? I don't think he realizes his indicator is on. How can he not know this? We're just gonna be stuck behind him now because that's actually quite off-putting. I genuinely think this guy's drunk. Like, no joke, yeah, I'm glad he overtook me because he'd probably have hit me. So passing by Oakdale now. And top speed driver is still indicating to the left for some reason. Let's get our full beams going because it is night time officially. And looks like we'll be parking under full night conditions. How are we doing for fuel? We're about a third of a tank. Thereabouts. Brake pressures are good. Oil temperature's a tad higher than I'd like. And I don't know what most of these dials actually mean. Is that the oil temperature? Yes, the oil temperature. Water temperature is good, I guess. Still got plenty of oil. Not entirely sure what that thing means. We're pulling off here. Looks like I'll need to refuel. I'll need to refuel at the start of the next stream. Is that top speed over there? I had to take that very wide because I entered it too so shallow. Blah. English. How does it work? And I think we're home free. I'm pretty sure this area is counting as Fresno. Should I refuel here? Yeah. I think I'm gonna refuel up here. Just so that I don't forget before the stream and run out of fuel or something. Stop. Get into it first. Engine off. I said first just to make sure that I was in the right right range. Sounds like somebody's coming. We are off the road entirely, which is good. 181 gallons of fuel. Let's get moving again. Let's get moving again. course I stop and it turns green. Of course it does. If the limit's 55, I'm gonna do it. I mean, I don't see any potential issues. I know we are close to our delivery spot, so we probably won't hit 55 itself, but we'll do our best. There's somebody coming against me, and I don't generally trust people coming against me in corners. There we go. I'm not entirely sure what we're pulling in here. There's so many logos of different things all clustered up. I'm guessing we're pulling into the Walbert on the right. Yes. Sorry, sell goods. What? I know I'm all for realism, but we're in the non-collision zone, guys. So, deal with it. They're picking up trailers? That is just rude. Legitimately, that's just plain rude. If I'm picking up something, I will park out of the way. If I need to go AFK or whatever. It's just rude to block up an entrance and make other people think that, oh, we can't go in because it's closed or whatever, because these two idiots are parked up. I'm not taking this turn tight enough. I'm lined up wrong here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this into a 3-point turn and attack this from the other side. Assuming these two, one of whom is lagging apparently. Assuming these two want to behave, of course. And of course, as soon as I start parking, he decides this is a great time to pick up my trailer. Of course. Now this time I should be lined up a bit better. I'm pulling into the same bloody space I accidentally pulled into before, aren't I? Yes. God. God dang it, Bob Saget. Okay. So let's go full lock. Nice and slow. We'll get this pointing in roughly the right direction now. Start straightening it up. Mostly. I don't know if we're going to straighten out in time. Oh, we might. We might have this, lads. We might have this. So I'm just using the clutch as a brake almost. Cargo's ready for unloading. So T. Hopefully we don't have too much damage. Excellent, no damage. And $12,913, 630 experience, as well as a new level. I think some just-in-time delivery is in order because in multiplayer, for those of you who don't know, you get just-in-time delivery bonuses and they give you like tons more time. I'm gonna find a car park just real quick, one that's preferably rather large. I guess in this motel will do. So I'm gonna be leaving you here, guys. I'm gonna thank you all very, very much for watching, and finish by saying I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching American Truck Simulator multiplayer. Once again, I do always record in multiplayer because I can. Unless there's like a major patch to the game that introduces something new or vastly improves the game, then I'll record single player. But normally I'm in MP somewhere or other. It helps if I don't have my foot on the clutch if I want to turn on cruise control. Thank you all very much once again for watching. Do please remember to comment, like and subscribe. And until next time, stay safe and goodbye.